Hi, I'm Richard Vague with Tychos. This week we'll discuss if millennials and Gen Zers will be able to attain the standard of living of their elders. Much work has been done to understand the relative income of the key American generations at the same stage in life, especially the silent generation, the baby boomers, Generation X, and the millennials. But less has been done to understand the comparative wealth of these generations simply because of the complexity of parsing that data by generation, even though it is crucial to understand. But we can get a general sense of it thanks to the Fed's distributional financial accounts, the DFAs, and the Survey of Consumer Finances, or SCF databases. So what's the difference between income and wealth? Income is primarily the paycheck that individuals get, plus such things as their investment income. Wealth, also referred to as net worth, is the assets that individuals have less any debt they have, including mortgages, student loans, or credit card debt. The predominant assets households have are the amount of deposits they have in the bank, plus stocks, bonds, and real estate. As regards their income, baby boomers, Gen X, and millennials have all outpaced the silent generation and appear collectively to represent a high water mark of American income, the culmination of our prosperity. Whether one of these particular three groups outpaces the other is a matter of dispute, with data collection genuinely challenging even with the most credible sources. The U.S. Census statistics indicate that millennials earn more than their predecessors, while other studies, such as a 2019 report from New America, conclude the opposite. But let's accept for the moment that the census data shows that median incomes have continued to rise on a real basis from the 1960s through 2022. Where we don't see the same disagreement among sources, however, is on trends in net worth. Studying data obtained from the Fed's DFAs and FCF, we conclude that on a percent to GDP basis, the net worth of millennials at ages 24 to 29 is well below baby boomers at the same age. Similarly, the net worth of millennials from the ages of 30 to 35 is still below boomers at the same age. We deal with this data often enough to take it all as indicative, not absolute. There are a variety of issues that we confront in this type of analysis, including small sample sizes, data revisions, and the challenge of aligning the data from different time periods. But it does provide at the very least a sense of the direction of things, which is that wealth accumulation has been more challenging for those born more recently, which is particularly notable since wealth as a whole has grown. Why is that? First and foremost, it is the increasing unaffordability of housing. The average house in 1970 was 300% of median household income, and at the end of 2022, it was 741%. Younger millennials and older Gen Zers, who make up people in their 20s, simply can't afford a home as readily or as early in life as their predecessors. Stocks and real estate constitute 79% of total household assets in the U.S., with real estate alone accounting for 27%. For most middle-class Americans, real estate wealth comes down to the simple proposition of owning a home. Home prices have generally risen, and buying a home can serve as a discipline for saving and accumulating wealth. If homes are less affordable, fewer people can buy them, and those that do can often do so only later in life, thwarting a key wealth-building opportunity. Not to mention the bad luck of those who bought their first home during the insane period before the global financial crisis and have ended up with underwater mortgages. This will bring a greater number of people with dependency on the social safety net later in life. What can we do? First, we could create tax incentives up to and including tax credits for the real estate and stock purchases of the middle class and lower income groups. Individuals with incomes in the bottom 60% of Americans only own 14% of all the stocks and real estate in the country, a level so small that almost any tax incentive, however generous, will be eminently affordable. We could also create better paths for them to deal with excessive debt, such as introducing a program of debt forgiveness for the 40 million Americans that have a student loan based on borrowers performing substantial volunteer work for a qualified not-for-profit institution. Further, the U.S. could improve the parameters of the venerable and time-tested individual retirement accounts and 401k retirement accounts, lifting limits on contributions and reducing penalties for withdrawals, bringing higher family savings for things like down payments on homes. These are just two of the many ideas that stem from a recognition of the challenges more recent generations face in building net worth. And implementation of those types of ideas would bring the promise of improvement in their outlook and opportunities. That's it for this week. Thanks.